Welcome back. Those who say it's a woman's free choice to wear a hijab and those who contend that it's a right to be modest, as well as those who hail the hijab as a symbol of faith, must watch this. It's not by choice or right, but coercion, which is forcing young Muslim girls to be veiled in patriarchy. In Mandya, a video shows clearly how a father herds his daughter away from school, and in Udupi, burqa-clad mothers won't let their daughters remove the hijab to enter the classroom. School authorities showed them the Karnataka High Court interim order stating that no religious symbols can be worn to schools, colleges till the court gives a verdict. Yet, using coercion and in complete contempt of the court, the patriarchs block their daughters from padhai. Listen in to their regressive obstinance.
ಹಿಜಾಬ್ ತೆಗೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 16ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಇದ್ದೈತಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಬೋತೀನಿ. ಕಳ್ಸಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಕಳ್ಸಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ತೀರ್ಪು ಬಂದಿದೆ ಮಧ್ಯಂತರ, ಈಗ
ಆಯ್ತು 16ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಇದ್ದೈತಲ್ಲ, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಬರೋದು. ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕಳ್ಸಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲೇ ಅದೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು, ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಕಳಿಸಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಕಳ್ಸಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಐತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಐತೆ. ಹಿಜಾಬ್ ತೆಗೀರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಐತೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನಮಗೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಇದು इम्पोर्टेंट ಗೊತ್ತು, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಅದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ नमगे।
आज उनको सेपरेट कुछ बिठाया गया था?
आज नहीं भेजे, आज हम लोग नहीं भेजे।
आज बहुत सारे लेकिन
नहीं आया।
ओके, नहीं ला, बहुत सारे नहीं,
क्योंकि वो हिजाब नहीं है तो नहीं आने का बोले, इसलिए नहीं भेजे हम लोग।
लेकिन उनका प्री बोर्ड एग्जाम भी चल रहा है, एजुकेशन भी मिस हो रहा है, वो पोस्टपोन ओके। और तहसीलदार से आपका कुछ बात हुआ और मैनेजमेंट के साथ बात
कल ही हुआ ना ये प्रॉब्लम? कल ही हुआ। आज हम लोग इधर पूछने के लिए आए तो अलाउड नहीं कर रहे हैं ना अंदर जाने के लिए।
ठीक है, क्या अभी अलाउ नहीं करेंगे तो आप क्या चूज करेंगे?
नहीं, हम लोग को पहले से ही हिजाब हमारा ये है ना, डालना ये जरूरी है हम लोग को। हमने डाल के इतने साल से हम लोग जा रहे हैं,
हिजाब के बिना नहीं भेजेंगे आप?
फर्स्ट हम लोग का मुस्लिम धर्म है, उसके बाद में शिक्षा।
And those imposing patriarchy are your parents in this particular case. In such a case, what choice of freedom does a child have? Listening to a student in a Shivamoga school who now stares at a dark future.
नहीं, मैं सब घर को जाकर मेरे माँ बाप क्या बोलते हैं वो
आपको बताया था आज?
नहीं, अभी मालूम नहीं, मैं तो आज ही हूँ। बीपी में हमारे मैसेज डाले थे, हिजाब शाल इल्लादे ನೀವು ಬರಬೇಕು ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಗೆ।
आप अभी आए हैं, आपके माँ बाप आपके साथ आए हैं, आप अकेले आए?
नहीं, मैं अकेले आई हूँ।
आज आप
कैसे आते हैं वैसे आई हूँ।
तो आज आप एग्जाम मिस करने के लिए तैयार हैं?
हाँ, तैयार हूँ।
All right, BJP spokesperson Mohan Krishna is with us, but joining us on the panel is Atiq-ur-Rahman, who is an Islamic scholar. Atiq-ur-Rahman, we all know what has transpired. All right, we also have with us Syed Aslam Pasha, spokesperson of the JDS. I'll come to you first, Syed Aslam Pasha. We all know what the court has said as far as this matter is concerned. The court has said that religious symbols of either side should not be allowed in educational institutions while they are still hearing the matter. You know there is a hearing that is currently underway as well. It happened yesterday also. Now, in such a time when there is such an interim order in force, why are we seeing parents, in fact, not obeying that particular order and at the same time sacrificing their children's education?
Well, Madhav, today is a very painful day. The vitriolic, venomous, discriminatory campaign of government is costing the education of these children. Right? Let us not forget the fact that if one girl is educated, the family, the entire society and the nation is educated. There will be a change in the entire world. The regressive thought of this government, the regressive discriminatory approach of this government has costed the education, right? And we can see so many people, okay, yes, of course, matter is sub judice. There will be complete faith in the court. We have complete faith in the judicial system. I'm sure that, Constitution's verdict will be according to the framework. The verdict of the court will be according to the framework of the Constitution. I feel absolutely sorry for the girl. Who's gone back. And I'll tell you, there are There are so many people responsible for this. The vitriolic, venomous campaign of
No, but sir, what about choice? What about choice is a very important question. Let me bring in fact, Mohan Krishna on that. Mohan Krishna, it is a vitriolic campaign on part of the government, says, Mr. Syed Aslam Pasha of the JDS, but at the same time, the question that arises is also of choice. Whose choice is it? Because the entire argument that is being presented in court on one hand is that of choice of whether Priyanka Gandhi comes out and says it's a choice of women whether they want to wear the burqa or hijab or bikini. But when it comes to actually practicing it, it doesn't seem that the students have that choice. Mohan Krishna.
Madhav, I have an objection the way in which Syed Aslam Pasha has said it. Nobody has gone to the court. These are the students they have gone to the court seeking permission for hijab. He is talking about regression. He should go and talk to the parents of those children. Please send them to the school. Look at the way the parents are talking. We will wait till the High Court gives the order. Shiksha pehle nahi, hijab pehle. Hijab pehle. What do you call? Sir, do you mean to say that they went to the court, they wanted an interim order, the court gave the interim order. It has been held in the larger bench. I think it may take 1 or 2 days for the judges to come to the conclusion after all the arguments. But my question to them is, under the pretext of constitution, under the pretext of religious practices, why you are harassing the children? Why you are harassing the students? Are you not? Okay, let me ask one question to Syed Aslam Pasha. You have read the court interim order.
Okay.
Why can't you tell your people to go along with that?
We're out of time. We're completely out of time. I just want to bring in a quick comment from Atikur Rahman. Atikur Rahman, let me put that question that Mohan Krishna is asking. If there is a court order, why not allow it to be implemented? The court has ultimately said that for both sides, there will be no religious symbols. There will be no saffron shawls also in the courts. So the court has done its act as far as not allowing any religious symbol. Does that mean the children's education should be, at some level or the other curtailed? Because we have students on record raising questions about what will happen to their educational future, the examinations that they have to attend.
Madhav, primarily this was the reason today the petitioners, advocates argued in the court that the interim order is not valid. The interim order is creating confusion in the minds of not only the school administration but the parents, because status quo was the rightful demand which would have gone into the courts this thing. Otherwise parents won't listen, because since ages this is going on.
This is not right.
Sir, I didn't interrupted you.
Okay, let him make his point.
Yarin, liberty is the demand of the girls. Has liberty and the basic ideals of the constitution being suspended by the state government? How can an interim relief not be a status quo? Since ages the girls were doing this. And
sir, interim relief was denied by the courts, and they've said that both sides will not bring any religious symbols. That's what has happened. We all know what has happened on record. The question is that it is ultimately about the future. It is about the education of these young girls who are going to school at the end of the day. I'd like to thank all three of you for joining us, Syed Aslam Pasha, as well as Atikur Rahman and Mohan Krishna. Moving on to some